Hi everyone, Katia Uriarte here with everything that you need to know about voting this year. And thank you to the League of Women Voters for helping me bring you this information. I've put their link below. Okay, so first things first. The first thing you need to do is register to vote. The very last day that you can register is Monday, October 5th. So where do you go to register? Well, you can choose one of four options. You can go to the tax assessor's office and register. You can go to votetexas.gov, print the form, fill out the registration, sign it, put it in an envelope, and mail it in. You can go online to the Texas Secretary of State's website and request a postage-paid voter registration form, and we have a link of that here on this website. And you can call the tax assessor's office and ask for a printed application to be mailed to you. You can also contact the League of Women Voters, message them on their Facebook page, or email them, and they can help guide you as well. What if you think you're already registered? But there's two easy ways to find out if you are. One is Google. Google, am I registered to vote in Texas? And you'll see the top link and click there. Or just go to votetexas.gov. You put your basic information there, your name, address, and it's going to tell you if you are registered or not. You can also call the tax assessor's office and ask them for help. So what happens if you show up to vote and there's a problem? No problem. Just ask for a provisional ballot.
If they tell you that there's something wrong, you can always ask for a provisional ballot, which means they'll let you vote, but they'll kind of set it aside and have you work with them over the next few days to make sure that you are who you say you are and your address is what it's supposed to be. To fix it, especially if there's an administrative error, they'll give you a few days to fix that.
Now let's talk about vote by mail. You want an absentee ballot, but the question is, do you qualify?
In Texas, you have to be 65 or older. If you're 65 or older, you can just check the little box that says you're 65 or older, and then you can say whether you want it for the whole year or just a certain one or what. And you give the address, and they mail you your ballot. You can do it if you're in jail but otherwise able to vote, and you can do it if you're going to be out of the county, like students or somebody traveling or visiting or whatever. You're just going to be out of the county for the entire election time. And then the one that's really controversial now is the disabled one. Now, and it's not because disabled people shouldn't vote by mail. Obviously they should. That's not the part that's controversial. It's whether people can use that box because of the pandemic. And there have been a lot of lawsuits back and forth between various people and various organizations in the state. And basically, you're not allowed to use COVID as an excuse for voting by mail. However, the state defines disability as a disability or an illness that prevents you from somehow getting to the polls. We can put the exact definition up on your screen later because it's very precise. And it covers a lot of things that you might not think it covers. And then the Supreme Court came out and said, yeah, you can't use COVID as an excuse. However, we can't really check that. We don't know what's wrong with you. There's no box to say what your disability is. You just check the box and don't check anything else and don't write anything else. And then you get to decide whether you're eligible or not. It's up to the individual to decide.
Okay, so now you've decided that you fit the bill for an absentee ballot. How do you request one? We have attached a link below of the form. Print it, fill it out completely, sign it, and mail it in and put your contact information there. That's important, whether it's a phone number or an email address. You can also call the county clerk's office. The deadline to request your ballot by mail is Friday, October 23rd. Once you get your absentee ballot, fill it out, and you can do two things. You can either mail it back, or now you can actually take it to the county courthouse with your ID and turn it in anytime after you get it. Now, once all of that is out of the way, remember that we have 3 weeks of early voting here in Texas. There are 25 early voting locations. See if one of them is near you. The link is below. Also, you can vote 4 different ways: early voting, mail-in voting, in person on November 3rd, and you don't have to vote in your precinct. You can go wherever it's convenient. Or you can also do curbside voting. Yes, there's curbside voting. We have information posted below. And finally, if you go to vote and you're having some problems, there are a couple of hotline numbers that you can call for help.
If you're at the polling place and you're having some kind of an issue, you can call this hotline, which is great. And you can even call it, it has like 7 different languages or a ton of different languages.
Remember, vote early. Early voting starts October 13th and it runs through Friday, October 30th. Election Day is Tuesday, November 3rd. All the information that you need is linked below. Now you're informed, so get out there. Your vote, your choice. I'm Katia Uriarte, Chris 6 News.